Hello and welcome to episode 12 of DimWits Let's Play. Now, it's only been a week since we recorded the last one, which is quite an improvement for us, but let's see how we go. For all I know, we won't finish this episode for another month, but let's see. Now, in our last episode, we created a village breeder and a village sorter, and it was working lovely on camera. And then we tried using it a little bit later on and it stopped working. And we realised we'd been really stupid after trying to work it out. To start with, the house that it was in had 2 doors. What's the worst thing you can do to a village breeder is to place down doors near them. So it broke the village breeder. Then we replaced the doors with these just blocks. Reset the village breeder, it worked, and then stopped working again, and we realised we were too close to, we should now refer to him as Sir Hulk, as he's changed his name, Sir Hulk's base there. Every time we went through a door, it would break our system. So, what we did, as you might be able to guess, oh, and by the way, bridge, we've got a bridge now. As you can see over there, there's a replica, and if we just quickly go through here, and I'm sure Dim will be lovely and will do that. You'll see now we just have an empty room. We've cleared it out completely, and we've got this big ass corridor going down here. By the way, we might be turning that into something maybe in this episode, not sure. And if we go all the way down here, it's a long old run, but we have moved the village breeder. It's now up here, and it now works and stays working. If we look over here, we've got 1 adult and 3 babies jumping around in there, ready to go. And look at this, look at this, look at this, look at this, look at this. Mending. We got a mending guy. So now, although he's quite expensive at 38 emeralds, he gives us a mending book, and now we have about 10 or 12 mending books, which is great. So if we lose our stuff, then it won't be quite so difficult to replenish it. The Hulk has provided us with tons upon tons of things. All this paper, that was him. The melons was all him pretty much. The pumpkins as well. Some of the wheat, all those carrots, and there's another box there I think for carrots, yeah. So that we can trade and get more and more emeralds. We've nearly got a stack of emeralds. We keep on spending them again, but yeah, they're going well. So this is the new place. It's exactly the same as the other one, except it's in a different location. And I've just picked up another cactus. Go away, cactus. And as I say, somewhere down there in that room, we might expand it a little bit, and we've got some ideas for that. I did also say in the last episode that we had created, as you saw at the beginning of this one, the map that we have for DimWits Let's Play, and we may get around to adding the Hulk onto there, even though he's not yet been in an episode. He's very keen to be in an episode, and he's done so much work for us, so much stuff in it where we just didn't have time to do something, and he'd go off and he's made huge farms and things like that. So let's have a quick look down at his farm now, actually, whilst we're here. It's a little way down here. Let's go down. Nothing else has changed here. We've still got everything as it was. Nothing's been added. We do tend to spend a week or two after the episode just doing little things that won't be fun on recording. We've put another bridge down here just to make it easier to get up here, and excellent. I've put all of his picture frames correctly now because he keeps on coming in and changing them. Where's the easiest way to get there, Dim? Is it this way? Okay, so we'll go through here, and I shall oh no, it closed itself. Good. Here we go. Now this is his this is where he's creating and farming all the carrots and potatoes and wheat and things like that. And it's very similar to our design that we had and that was on one of the earlier episodes. Difference being it's much bigger, and now everything goes into the hoppers. When the water comes down, it washes everything into the hoppers, and then the hoppers send it to here. And you can see he must have done some farming not long ago, because he's got many stacks of carrots and potatoes and a couple of stacks of wheat there. There were some other changes as well, wasn't there? I can't remember. Let's have a look. Oh, Dim remembers. What else? Yeah, so this whole area, in fact, has changed. This is, if you remember, this is where the here we are, the fish farm, with all the very strange writing that he still hasn't taken down yet. But to produce, I think this is melons, or is it pumpkins, or is it both? I don't know.
It's both.
It's both. Okay. So what happens is these will grow, and as soon as they grow, these push them out onto the track, and then we've got something running around the track and then dropping them off. And then they come in, I believe, over here. Yeah, I think so. And they come in here. I don't know if this is much. Yeah, look at all those. So lots of melons and lots of pumpkins. So that'll need to be sorted out at some point. What have we got here? Oh, and this is for sugarcane. So again, he's doing quite well. Every time some sugarcane grows, pop, and it falls into the water stream and straight into there. So they're not big, but if somebody's around nearby, so this area is loaded, then and most of the time this area is loaded when we're logged on, then it's surprising just how much stuff comes out. And sometimes we'll AFK, so maybe maybe the Hulk will be here doing his AFK fish farm, and the whole time this is active and everything else is active. This is active. So yeah, works pretty well. Now, have I missed anything?
I don't think so. I was just gonna, because I know you get lost in here, which is why I came over. So I thought if I run around with you, you're not going to get as lost.
No. I think that's it, isn't it?
Yeah, I think he's just made a few minor changes here or there to bits and pieces, but nothing as spectacular as what you've shown.
Cool. Okay, so today's episode, and we might as well get actually onto what we're going to be doing. We were going to be creating a wither farm, which means spending a lot of time in a place that we die, and deliberately spawning wither skeletons, and it'll also spawn other nasties as well. And we're deliberately doing that. So again, this is something we've never created before. It's completely new to us, so there will probably be much hilarity with deaths, but we'll see how that goes. I'm not sure if we'll have much time to do anything else. I mean, we'll try and fit in a few other things to keep it varied, but we'll see how that goes. And this is what we've made. As you can see, we got a huge tunnel down here, and we have brought ourselves out to the edge of a nether fortress just down here, and yeah, there's already stuff spawning down there. And if you look, it's just up here. I think if we just go up here, we can see where the edge is. It's here. So this is the corner of what the game thinks is a nether fortress. And what we're going to do is we're going to clear out all of this and all of the fortress itself, and then we will put up our farm, as it were, and try and make sure there are as few spawning spaces as possible apart from the ones we create. So we're doing it over the lava to try and ensure that we get as many mobs as we possibly can. And in here somewhere we have hidden something. He's not there. He's not there. Not there. Where's he gone? There he is!
Howdy! I got bored and started digging a hole.
He's literally been in here about a minute.
I think it's more like 40 seconds, but yeah, I got bored.
Yeah, you did. And this is Hulk. He does exist. He wasn't just an imaginary friend, and this is why we keep him around. He just blitzes through anything that you give him to do.
Yeah, I do. I'm the diggeroo.
You are the diggeroo. In fact, you've got a diggeroo name on one of your...
I have my, in fact, I think it is, in fact, the pickaxe I am using. Oh, hello. That was a rather mean ghast. Yeah,
Yeah, it's dead.
I think it's picking on me.
Let's close this. Close. I'm so used to being quiet the moment that you speak, because normally it's Dim and she's in the same room, which causes major issues. But I don't need to be quiet when you speak.
I'm not going to answer that.
Okay then, guys, so what we're going to do, we're going to go into a time lapse, destroying this whole area. I get the feeling this is going to take a long time, and I get the feeling we're going to die a lot. So it'll be fun for you, maybe not for us so much. I think that's more than enough time lapse for one episode. As you can see, we still haven't quite finished yet, but this is the start of the platform that we'll be making to make this farm work. We're using these light detectors here on purpose because they're a very unique height, and that means that when we finish this, nothing will be able to see us apart from the wither skeletons. And as you can see, we have done a lot of placement here to try and reduce where things can spawn. Obviously there are still areas here that things are spawning, but oh, got hit. I'm not too bothered as long as we reduce it enough that there's almost no other entities. That's not a problem. So we'll do a jump cut once this is completed, and hopefully that won't be long. And here it is, completed. This is the entrance into the nether that we had, and I've just, made a tunnel so that there's a tunnel directly to the entrance. And all the way down here is the entrance, and let's be serious here, the tunnel to get here takes about 5 minutes to walk down. This thing took the best part of 3 people on and off doing it for about 3 or 4 days. And it could be bigger as well, but this is it. So basically we've got this ladder that goes into the middle of the system, and we just close this hatch here, and I don't know if there's much here at the moment, but as you can see, apart from these guys, nothing can see us, so we don't aggro anything. As soon as you jump or anything like that, you aggro and we got a problem. But over here we've got some wither skeletons, so let's try and wind them up. If we just go up to them, we just need to look at them, and as we go past, here they come. There's one. Is the other one coming? Yeah, he's coming as well. On this pass there was only 2. Most I've had I think is 5 or 6 in one go, and then that's it. That's all you have to do. And then down here, if there's a wither skull, it'll drop. And as you can see, I've got 9. That took an hour to get those 9, and when we last went looking for 3 wither skulls, I think it took us about 5 or 6 hours to get 3. So this is a definite improvement. That's a bit of a problem, but yeah, it's working. It actually does what it says on the tin. And as I say, it is a very simplistic build. It takes a long time just because it's so big, but the actual build itself, there's nothing to it. There's not a single piece of redstone at any point. It's just all about your point of view, your view to see the skeletons, your view, or the skeleton's view of you. At either end, we've had to make above where they stood just a moment ago. You'll notice that there's some. If you look here, you've got some iron here and here, and that's to stop them getting through. And then we've put these blocks up here and here, and there's some more blocks over the other side, and that's just to stop things from being able to see you and be able to target you. But it works an absolute treat. I think we're going to go and get some more withers, kill some more withers now, so that we can get some more beacons and make things a bit shinier for that, although we'll probably need a lot more iron as well for those beacons, but still, it'll take a little bit more time, and we are now looking at some new farms, so we'll talk about that next. So I did it again, and it's been a good week since the last time we recorded. I was just looking at the map. You can see here, this is where our base is, and you can now see that we've got these bridges going across, and we've got our villager breeder over here. I also spent some time, because poor old Hulk was feeling a bit left out, so we've added in this now. So we've now got the Hulk in the middle, and he's very happy about this. Now I just want to quickly show you, as we finish up, a few things that we've done. As you can see from over here, the villager breeder is now much larger, and we've got a lot more villages underneath there. We are going to be turning the area down here into a parkour course for us to have a go at, and we will be making an iron farm next episode, or we'll start it at least. It's going to be huge. We're going to be using Tango Tech's iron farm, which is absolutely massive. So this is the area for parkour. Dim will be setting this up and the recording of that, and then watch as we all fail miserably. That'll be fun. Let's go back out here, and as always, the Hulk has just completely changed everything in his base, and just as I was getting used to it and working out where everything was, I now get lost again. Let's have a look, and here he goes again. Excuse me whilst I make these correct. And a diamond, and this thing, and even these things. See, he's right. Everything's straight again. Okay, so Dim, if you can just go to places and I'll talk. If you show me where we're going. There we are. Oh, he's even redone this area. Oh, and these are the wrong way round. Put those the right way round, like that, and like that. Okay, better. So he's got his some smelty things and forges and stuff. Okay. And she went. Where'd she go? She went this way. This is the way she went. Okay. There we go. Down here. He really needs to decorate. So this one looks the same. This looks the same. To the melon house. Now, yeah, with the farmers, we found that we were running quite short on melons, so I believe, yeah, he's expanded this now, so we've got more melons coming through the system over there and over here. And there's a pumpkin waiting at the moment. For some reason that got stuck, so pushing that. Will it get onto the redstone? Will it get there? I'm going with yes. Okay, so it's been expanded just because we had millions of carrots, millions of everything, but not really much in the way of melons, so that just makes trading a bit easier. And this area, I don't think this area was here, was it? No. Okay, so we've now used some of the farmers from our breeder in here. I mean, this one's stopped now. I think he got turned into a zombie, but it didn't matter because he's all carrots, and to be fair, as I said, we've got so many carrots. But in other areas we have all these farmers doing their job, and then there's a hopper line underneath this floor, and as long as you AFK, let's close that. As you can see, these are filling up completely by the looks of it. Yeah, they're pretty much all completely full. And then here is his overflow. I mean, yeah, you see what I mean. I mean, some of them might not be full, but they look it. And what we've done here, Dim's doing it at the moment, we've set up a system down here, a water channel that goes all the way back to the breeder, and it then goes into all the chests over there. And we even have a light that turns on to say that it's in use. So what we've done is we can send about 30 stacks at a time, and if you send more than that, they start backing up to the point where they'll just despawn, they'll disappear. So we send 30 in at a time, and when that light's off, it means it's ready to go again. I mean, that was all done underground, and we've just put one huge redstone line coming all the way back here so that we can have that light. And this is just his trash bin, and finally he's set it up so that he doesn't fall in and die, or it doesn't set other things up and alight, because he has so much wood. He keeps on having parts of his base destroyed because of it. Is there anything else I've missed, Dim? No, that's everything. Okay then, guys, so for the next episode, as I say, we'll definitely be working on the parkour. I think it's going to be a long-term project to make the iron farm. So it's Tango Tech's new design, and although it's easy on resources and it doesn't need to be built on a spawn chunk, it's massive and takes a very long time to build, especially in survival. It takes an hour and a half, I believe, to turn on. So it's a huge old build. So that's it for this episode, and we'll see you next time.